Today I think what we'll do, I'm going to concentrate on showing you how to do some distant hills, and it really is, it's going to be a very short video this, because it's so flipping simple, honestly, really is simple. All you do is you make yourself up a nice grey colour with a little hint of blue in it. I like to put a little bit of French ultramarine in it. So there's the colour, that colour there, and that should be really nice. We should dab that out a little bit. Right, so we make it add quite a bit of water to it because we want it to be really, really faint. So I'm going to just draw a simple line over there. Make it a bit jagged. There you go. Now if you want it to be a little bit fancier and have the mist rising up, just add water to the bottom of it there and drag it along, and then with a thirsty brush just bring it along that way, and it just soaks up the bottom of that of those hills. You have to wait for it to dry to do the next bit. Okay, so that's dried now, and we notice it's gone a little bit lighter. Now we use the exact same mixture. I don't add any more pigment to it or anything, and I'm just going to put a different shape just slightly in front of it there. And we can come down to where that mist is rising. There you go. And we're going to do the same with that. We're going to just add some water to the bottom. And you let that dry. Now if you notice, the further it gets away, the lighter this gets, and by adding another layer of the same pigment, we're making this part here a little bit stronger. And that's all we're doing, we're not making a different colour or anything. It's the same mixture, just make it a little bit stronger. So let that dry. Right, if you notice that there is a difference between the one in the front and the one in the back. It just gives you that effect of it being in the distance. Right, we're going to put the same mixture again, and we'll put a different shape this time, and we'll go over that there, just breaking that line up, same mixture. We're not adding any colour in at this stage. Now let that dry. Okay, so now we've got three little layers here. We've got the strongest one, which is the one which is the more foremost, that's closer to you, and a little bit down, a little bit lighter, and lighter even still at the back. Now if you want, I mean that's a great little lesson in receding hills. What you can do now is you can add a little bit of green to that mixture. Add a little bit of green. I'm not adding anything else, just a little bit of this green to that. And now going back into that, it's a mixture of Payne's grey and ultramarine blue. Now then, let's just see what happens here. It's quite blue. I've just made a little mixture of the blue in this, and we'll add some different shapes. Still wet, that green. And we can add couple of trees here. We could even have a gable end of a house here. Now then, I'm going to go back into that green and rub that right along there, right along, and we've got these very strong colours at the front, and they are just going to complement and contrast those hills in the distance. And as we get a little bit more, a little closer, we can add a darker colour to the front. Just a darker colour onto that green as we get closer. And if you want to add some directional lines, get yourself a damp brush and let's lift up a little bit of pigment over there. Go over it again. And up, unwanted. So let that dry. Okay, so that is a really nice little scene there. If you want to go one step further, you can always get a deeper colour of that dark colour. And let's see how this works. Just get a couple of squiggly lines just to indicate these branches. I'm going to make it a little bit darker actually, because I don't think that's going to pick it up very much. So yeah, made it a bit darker because that colour was just going to just blend into the background. It's so light a wash. So we'll just add just a couple with a very fine brush. Boom, 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 boom. See, that's really easy, really simple, and that adds to that effect, doesn't it? I'll put a couple of windows in there, a couple of little bricks, little sticks there, and if you wanted to make this really wintry, you could, instead of doing these, putting these dark branches in, you could put you get some gouache and put some very light, very white branches, and that should be a lovely little winter scene. There we go. And where it touches the base of the ground, what you can do, while it's still quite damp, you can just touch the bottom of there just a little bit, just to lift some of that out, and it's a little bit more believable. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. I love to see your comments, see how you got on with it, and if it's helped you in your armour of your lovely watercolour paintings. Thanks a lot, and please subscribe. Bye.